The tee ready to get us started, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This will be taken in at the 1. Spins by, and he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise. And now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Terrell Pryor, 68 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. On 1st and 10, Rivers. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. And a great spot to start this drive from here. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Brandon Cooks, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's Anderson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. C.J. Anderson, an 8-yard touchdown run. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And the Browns are able to cover this one up. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got one touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Dalton here from the gun. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Shane Leckler on now to kick this one away. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Andy Dalton going to stay on the field. They're going to try and go for it on 4th down. Play action now. Dalton. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is going to be incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. Now this offense ready to head back out there. Rivers on 1st down. Uses the stiff arm. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. On 3rd down, Rivers. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Throwing on 1st down. Rivers. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. They find some open field here. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. On the return, this is Micah Hyde. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense.
And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Cameron Wake in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
On 2nd down, Freeman. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
And, Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And that'll set them back 5. They run, Devontae Freeman. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Dalton on 3rd and goal. He rifles one that's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes...
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Cameron Wake in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. His end zone, Rivers, and now he's taken down, and Rivers in the end zone, down to the ground he goes. That results in a safety and 2 points. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And complete on the right side to Bennett. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Second down, Dalton. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in. Touchdown. Cleveland. Terrell Pryor with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns add on to their lead. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Spins away. And they finally get to him, but not before he's past the 45 to the 46-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
On 1st and 10, Rivers flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at second down.
Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play. Keep it alive, hoping someone would pop free.
Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On first down, Rivers. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Rivers again. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now a second down throw for Rivers. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Rob Gronkowski in the final seconds of the first half. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go to the second half down just 1 or 2 scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more, all right, guys, let's just play a little bit better than we did in the first half.
This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create...
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now Rivers. Wide open, Gronkowski. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Rivers now to throw on first down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski, and it's second down.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing, Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll run with a fullback, Gronkowski. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Rivers now on second down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. C.J. Anderson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead is all the...
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's second and 2. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15 he goes. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
So right now what I'm seeing an offense is just firing off the ball a lot quicker than they can react. And not only that, they're sustaining the blocks too. I'm seeing guys get 6-7 yards downfield before there's even a hint of contact.
Here's Washington, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now it's Freeman. Showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
That was a good, forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw in that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
Back now in Arlington. They come out here in the eye. And Dalton will just sneak it. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. Tried the hard count, but to no avail.
Trying to do anything to get them to jump off sides and pick up a 1st down easily. Instead, it goes against them.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settled for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. First down, Rivers. Screen play, Anderson. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Play fake, Rivers. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is going to be 3rd and 13. To throw is Rivers. And that is incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Desperation time. Rivers on 4th down. Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. 13 yards there on the pickup, and that enables them to also pick up the first. They go play action here on 1st down. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Second down now after the incompletion. To throw again. Rivers. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Cameron Wake getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. Third and long for Rivers. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Peko with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Freeman again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Devontae Freeman, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A first down throw here for Rivers. Crabtree with it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there, a 22. Throwing on first down. Rivers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 10 yards still left on second down. Oh, passing it. Dalton. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now a stoppage here. We'll get another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Dalton off play action. Now he steps away and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. And a great spot to start this drive from here. One last shot now for Rivers. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on 1st down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on 1st down.
Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't